successful.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. On the other sideline, it is the Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score, and they're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, this thing's within one score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Third, they need 8. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Forced out wide. Will try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 23, here's second down and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Will Reichard on for the Vikings field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick is good.
Some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From the gun, here is Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Another run here for Robinson. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Vikings offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one, from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
For the Vikings.
Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That run good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. He's tackled down by Byron Murphy.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 31 yards. Penix going to throw again. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver. And incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead.
Vikings 3.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. Long time. Long time. Stand one man on my side. Pick them sides. And you better choose wisely. That's my heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my heart.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson, continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
The Falcons take over.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times. And maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady, and then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan, and New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees, and Carolina, we played in the Super Bowl, and this was a division we didn't want to play. Now they've all fallen on their resets, new coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina, New Orleans, can they catch up? Because right now, like you said, Tampa Bay's been the dominant team in this division.
Greg, you lived it, you know it. While these may not be the biggest markets in the league, the rivalries amongst these teams really elevates what you see when you watch the NFC South go head-to-head, too.
Yeah, and over the years, there's been some major games played between Hall of Fame quarterbacks in uniform for all these teams. So it has a lot more history and a lot more, kind of relevance than maybe it feels as of late. The markets are a little smaller. The teams have been down. They might not have the premier star players that they had in past generations. So they've got to continue to rebuild these rosters, continue to have these new coaches find their footing, and we might be a year or two away from the NFC South getting back to what it used to be.
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th and goal. They'll try and throw it with Penix. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they will finally run him down.
It's a gain of 37. That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He takes off. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. There he goes again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It was Rasul Douglas that time to end the play.
1 yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And I believe the Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball. On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up fourth down.
For the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Falcons offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Working across the field, he's got London. Inside the 10. And what effort into the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
The extra point is good. Makes the score Falcons 14, Vikings 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Roger. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. As the second charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain
1st and 10 now from the 36.
That's good.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Open is the tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 20. It'll be a Vikings first down.
10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game.
Today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Open man down the field, Mooney. And he is out of bounds. And instead, well, we'll get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Will Reichert, the kickoff for the
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Penix. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. from the gun on third down. Here's Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
42-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
A loss of 2.
Second and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. Third down coming up. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. First down, right back to Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Atlanta.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Down the field, connection made to Mooney. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
23 yards.
And a lefty Penix on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the Passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags, who also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
But I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down. Because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. Out wide, here's Jefferson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of
Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground for about 7.
28-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way. So one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Moving left, taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll put Allison in motion. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the run, Jones begins this 4th quarter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing.
In trouble, and down he goes. James here, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Falcons. Able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
He'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll put Addison in motion.
1st and 10 at the 38.
The right side, this is Jones. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
By Jalen Walker.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. He'll be forced outright. He'll try and get there on the ground. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. They'll run with Robinson. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run. He understood his leverage and depth hit. He's able to bring him down for no gain.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. 4th down, and here's Penix. Now he'll work his way out right. And he's into the end zone. Drake London, touchdown Atlanta. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Who's able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are going to extend their lead.
Vikings 9.
And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
The struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
He was taken down behind the line of
Last
scrimmage.
play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
Here's 1st and 10.
And the Vikings.
Here's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle. Here's Jones. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. 3rd and a yard. Try and run for the first down with Jones. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
First down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And you think that earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick six in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
Back to the outside. He's got Jefferson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some open.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. To throw is Howell. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. It is 2nd and 9. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.